So, when you think of Tata Motors, what comes to mind? A car, right? Probably. But what if I told you their story starts not on the road, but on the rails? We're about to dive into the incredible journey of a company that went from building steam engines to dreaming in electric. And that's really the big question, isn't it? How does a company that was famous for building locomotives end up owning these iconic brands like Jaguar and Land Rover? Well, it's a story that's all about massive ambition and a really remarkable ability to adapt. So here's a quick look at how we'll track their journey. We're going to start way back in 1945 with their industrial roots, building trains. Then we'll watch as they expand into a full fleet of vehicles. And finally, we'll see how they're now laser-focused on building a sustainable electric future. It's a huge leap in a pretty short amount of time when you think about it. All right, let's rewind all the way to the start with an origin story that you probably don't expect. This is literally a story about forging the engines of a nation. So get this, when Tata Motors was established back in 1945, cars weren't even on their radar. As a division of the huge Tata Group, its mission was way more fundamental, to manufacture locomotives. Yep, trains. They were, quite literally, building the engines that powered a nation's industrial growth. But they didn't stick to trains for long. Their ambition quickly shifted from the rails to the roads. And that brings us to their next big chapter, a mission to create a vehicle for every single possible need. And this is where their vision just explodes. They didn't just pivot to one kind of vehicle, they went for the whole shebang. We're talking everything from heavy-duty commercial trucks that keep commerce moving to the passenger cars we see on the streets every day, and even highly specialized military vehicles. Now, this wasn't just some random expansion. You can see a really clear strategy emerging. The goal was to become a one-stop shop for transportation. If it moved people or goods, Tata wanted to be the one building it. A truly, truly ambitious plan. Okay, now for the moment that changed absolutely everything. This next move took them from being a major national player and just launched them onto the global stage. I'm talking, of course, about the Jaguar Land Rover leap. This acquisition was a complete game changer. I mean, just think about the contrast. Tata Motors represented value, volume, and industrial strength. Jaguar Land Rover brought luxury, heritage, and this immense global prestige. It was this perfect complementary match that instantly transformed Tata's entire brand identity on the world stage. And that brings us to today. After conquering the traditional automotive world, the company is now looking way ahead, driving toward a totally different kind of future, one that's all about engineering sustainable mobility. Their modern mission really says it all. A corporate strategy dedicated to making modern mobility both safer and more environmentally friendly. This isn't just a side project for them. This has become their core focus. So how are they making this a reality? Well, their commitment breaks down into 4 key areas. It all starts with a massive push into developing competitive electric cars. But it goes way beyond that. They're also pioneering other sustainable technologies. This whole thing is built on a foundation of enhancing vehicle safety, with the ultimate goal of reducing their total environmental impact. Ultimately, the takeaway here is clear, and it's pretty powerful. The goal is to use all that industrial might and innovation to create a safer and cleaner world through the future of mobility. It's a mission that goes far beyond just selling cars. So Tata Motors' journey has taken them from steam all the way to electricity, from a national industrial giant to a global luxury player. It really makes you wonder, what will the next chapter of mobility even look like? What's the next great leap for a company that has already transformed so dramatically? That's something to think about. Thanks for joining us for this explainer.